What's up, guys? We're here in AMC Town Square
For the first movie of 2014.
week 1 of 52.
Yes, sir. And it is better to be here with James Shue and myself.
2014 chasingcinema.com.
What a way to start off with a horror film in January. Last year, unfortunately, we started a horror film called Texas Chainsaw 3D, and it ended up being the worst movie of the year. So let's see if Paranormal, the marked ones, is a little bit better to watch.
What are you expecting out of tonight?
Well, I wasn't a big fan of 4 last year. I wasn't expecting much. I think the Paranormal Activity is really starting to drag. Hopefully this film kind of brings some new life to it.
I don't know. How long is the movie tonight?
Hour and 30 minutes, so it's quite tight, short. Hopefully it's gonna be good.
It's a horror film. We're gonna see how it
Did you
goes.
like last Paranormal Activity?
I mean, they're okay. These movies are producing for under $10 million with marketing, and then they produce 50, 60, 70, 80, sometimes $100 million, and you can only expect Hollywood to give us as many sequels as possible, so.
Well, hopefully this one isn't a mistake. 5's my lucky number, so hopefully it's good.
All right, so we'll be back.
Paranormal Activity, the marked ones.
The marked ones.
Yeah, it's been 5 years since the first Paranormal Activity, so we've actually had a movie consistently every one, and I think this is one of the better of the series. I was surprised how much I enjoyed this film. I think the movie felt like a fresh start. It kind of left behind what the last 4 were kind of. Not saying it was great by any means, but I think the movie, let's not get too excited, but I thought the movie had good scares. I thought the fact that we took it out of the like white suburban area, we took it to a new kind of town area spot, I thought that was fun, a new environment. It was actually a good moment. Plenty of times where I actually even had myself jumping. What did you think?
I thought it was good. I thought you know how part 1 through 4 they made it always day 1 scare, day 2 scare. So they took us out of that.
Yeah, they took
type
us out
of
of
paranormal.
the structure.
What we
They kinda
expect
made
out of
things out
paranormal.
structure, yeah.
And then it's a new story where it's one flowing story.
Yeah.
But so I felt there was less like parts where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, and there wasn't that crazy flying crap and the dog part was funny.
I felt the film was really, really good at making us laugh and relieving the tension, just throw it back in our face. Because I found myself laughing a lot in the film just as much as I was kind of jumping and things like that. They are trying to make it a full circle, trying to make Paranormal Activity be this really in-depth saga about where everything's going on. I think they're kind of going a little bit too far with all that. I'd rather just start a new family and just see other paranormal things. But overall, I was pretty happy with what I saw. Not too crazy, but it's not a bad way to start off the year.
All right, chasingcinema.com/
Paranormal Activity, the marked ones.
for the full-on review. That way you can get all the in-depth meat, the juice of the story from Mr. Jake Toronto, chasingcinema.com. The only movie review site you need to go to from this point forth.
Yes, and me and James Shue will be actually doing, at some point, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, our top 5 favorite films, or top,
Well, 5 and 5.
yeah, top 5 favorite films of last year.
Of 2013.
So we gotta argue.
It's going
I'm
down.
sure our list will be very different, but I'm interested
I'm
to see what they're
yelling
gonna be.
timber.
All right, so next week, second movie of the year,
Yes.
Legend of Hercules.
The Twilight guy.
Sir, don't be
They
biased.
say he's the only guy out of the Twilight Saga series that's gonna be able to get out of Twilight.
Well, I will let you guys know really quick. You know, last year, January, February were probably the weakest parts of our year. So hopefully this makes a turn. We started off okay. Hopefully we'll build from here. But
All right. Well, in the description box, find chasingcinema.com's Facebook and Twitter. Myself also available. And until next week,
see you later, sir.
we'll see everybody soon.